Good morning, good morning. Just about half an hour to go. Welcome to my Monday messages. I'm Rebecca. I am a homeopath. I'm a QTT coach practitioner and energy alchemist, and currently stepping into becoming medicine woman, I guess. And I wanted to share today something which I hope will become a practice for as many of us as possible, because it is a really quick way of transforming our energy and the frequency that we vibrate in the world at. And when we do that, then the ripple effect of that is huge. We can change the mood in an entire room, in a house, wherever we are. And it's just a lovely energy to get into. I have been reminded of it from several different angles. One of the beautiful things about becoming elder is not falling victim to old stories about being judged, or what people think of me, or I can't do that because X, Y, and Z. And I'm listening to all sorts of desires and dreams and bucket listy things at the moment, and I'm just doing them if I feel called to. And I'm also feeling well able to say, no, don't want that as well. One of the things that's come up for me, which I know I've spoken about, I spoke a little bit about last week, is the tattoo that I had. Some of you may have seen that, and I can share a picture in the comments below. I spent a long time being a little bit judgy about tattoos, and then something changed, and I felt called to have my first tattoo. And now every time I look at it, I feel absolutely delighted in myself for doing it. And that feeling is the one that I want to challenge you to actively step into every day this week, and maybe we'll carry it on longer, who knows. So I'm challenging myself as well to post every day a daily delight. And that sense of delight, meaning, I think, literally to light us up, to really transform how we feel about ourselves first and foremost, because that is where the real transformations take place, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. But if that doesn't spring to mind very readily, then just feeling that delight, recording a daily delight about other people, the world. It could be as simple as noticing a bird outside, noticing the way the wind moves through the trees, noticing a beautiful colour in the sky, or, at a sunrise or a sunset, the way the waves are on the beach, the way a tulip grows in a park. It could be anything. That moment, those precious moments where we stop and we feel that sense of awe, of celebration, of wonderment, of appreciation and pleasure, and it just stops us in our tracks. And even if it's momentary, then it changes our energy, it shifts our energy. And I'm particularly interested in it when it's about ourselves, because it's something I recognise in young children. I've had a number of young children in here recently, and just watching them and the absolute delight that they feel in themselves when they're sitting drawing, and they show that drawing to either me or their mums or their dads. When they have done something, they're speaking about something that they've done, or something they found. I had a lovely little girl in here last week who presented me with a beautiful stone that she'd found out on a walk. And she was so delighted. This was the most precious gift she could ever give to anybody, it felt like. And the delight on her face when she gifted it to me, and the delight that she exuded when I thanked her for it. I mean, you could see the ripple effect of that energy just spreading, and the whole room lit up. And that's what I think we would do well to plug back into, is that sense of delight in ourselves. And as a gateway, if we need to feel that delight first in something external to us, then that's can be equally valuable. So that's my challenge and my invitation for this week, is I'm going to post every day a daily delight. And I would be really grateful if you could also commit to sharing a daily delight of your own. And whether that is something that's external to you, or whether it's something for yourself, something that you feel absolutely delighted with yourself about, then that will be really, really helpful and valuable, and help others to feel that sense of pleasure. So today I'm going to start off by naming, I think, 2 delights. So my delight for today, I feel absolutely delighted for Jessie Buckley for winning the Oscar for Best Leading Actress. Can't help but go into that energy as a local Killarney girl. The community feels such pride in her. I know I'm a blow-in. I'm not from here, wasn't born here, but I do feel that sense of communal pride in Jessie Buckley for her achievements. So that's one external delight. And watching her speech got me into that energy. The other personal delight is I just had the most delicious call. It's a triad that I belong to, that I've been taking part in for probably about 8 years now, actually, which came out of a precious women's circle that I joined thanks to Kathy Scott of the Trailblazery. And the other 2 women that I'm in that triad with, we have such beautiful, nourishing calls together. And we've watched each other grow. And today I feel particularly delighted with myself for committing to it, for continuing to prioritize that, because they're such nourishing calls, and for being able to share today that I am in such a good place in my life, and that I feel more resourced and more resourceful than perhaps I've ever done in my life. And yeah, I feel absolutely delighted with myself and all the decisions and choices that I have made that's got me to where I am today. So that's my share for today. Please add in any delights that you'd like to share, either external or with yourself. And let's have that energy spread outwards, because it can light up certainly our immediate worlds, and why not beyond that? So thank you very much for your commitment to feeling delighted with yourself for this next week at the very least. Take care.